we got live. We're gonna see how many people hop in this chat, guys. But first of all, guys, I'm just about to go to bed. But I want to give an update on the way life is going and the way things is going. Okay, so just about to upload my 4 videos here, and of course, I'm working late. It's 11 o'clock, guys. All right, I've pretty much been going since like 6 this morning, and I just want to give this update video because I pretty much don't know if I'm gonna be able to go online and do live streams in the next few days because Eminem is dropping a new album tomorrow. Okay, at like 5 a.m. Irish time, which is basically 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. American time. So it's still like middle of the day over in the US. And when it hits 12, the Eminem album, The Death of Slim Shady should drop. And when that drops, it's going to be crazy, guys. So I don't know will I have time to be doing these live streams, but hopefully I can do this shit from bed too, guys. Okay, because obviously, you know what I mean? We can basically just live stream from anywhere now. It's pretty dope. But I wanted to give some good advice, guys, okay, before I went to bed, because I had nowhere else to do this shit. Okay, basically, this one is going to be called, get advice from a good direction. Make sure you're going in the right direction, guys. Make sure that the advice that you're giving or getting is good advice and from a proper place. Don't be taking advice from just everyone, okay? So what do I mean by this, guys? A lot of people on the internet, influencers, whoever, guys, gurus give great advice. But, you need to look at their outcome. But not only their outcome, guys, because a lot of people think becoming financially independent is a good way to live. Okay? That's the only metric you guys need to look at. But I would actually disagree with that, guys. There's a lot of different metrics that you guys should be looking at, and I'll just say a few right here, guys. One of the main ones I see for like influencers and stuff like this is like people that basically preach when they get money, they want to basically use the money for vices, okay? Traveling too much, drinking too much, doing all this crazy shit too much, too much, too much. And they basically settle it down to, oh yeah, well, because I was flipping working really hard and I got this great gig, I post one picture to Instagram, made 10,000 euro. Now I can just party for the rest of the day and I can just chill out and do nothing. But truth be told, guys, the whole, luxury lifestyle, jumping off boats and swimming and all this type of stuff in the Mediterranean and all this type of thing, isn't really going to yield long-term results, guys. You want to be really focused on a few different things, guys. The workouts. Is this person jacked shredded? Now, it may be probably easier for some people, steroids and all that type of thing. I don't think steroids, can defeat hard work, but I definitely think that it definitely aids holding muscle, so it'll make you look more jacked without putting less effort in. Okay, for a lot of people, that's not always the case, guys, but it does. Are these people growing their business? Because a lot of the times, guys, you'll see some influencers and they'll say, "Oh man, I had the best year ever this year and stuff," but we don't know what that best year ever is. It could have been really slow leading up to the other years, really slow leading up that year. What's the level that you're gonna kind of upgrade to? What is this sort of goal that you're chasing, guys? Do they have goals, man? And when you see most influencers, I'm not gonna name all influencers, but I'm gonna say most influencers I see, guys, I can't even watch their podcasts anymore because their podcasts basically just consist of getting money, doing a little bit of working out or whatever their main passion and hobby is, and then just using that hobby and passion to like fund the vices. You know what I mean? Like they're using the passion, the money that they get in to like fuel vices, guys. And like that's not really the correct way to be living, guys. That's not gonna get you at a high frequency. That's not gonna make you long term results. Now I don't think influencers are trying to be the next Jeff Bezos. They're not trying to be the next Mark Zuckerberg. I don't think I am either. You know what I mean? We're not trying to reinvent the wheel here, guys. But at the same time, I would be kind of looking at a lot of these people like, is that the life that I want to be living in 5 years' time? It looks cool partying and laying around the beach and getting massages and kind of doing nothing. But truly, guys, when it comes down to it, bro, it's like I respect the guy that day after day wakes up early or late, whatever. Early to me is like, 4 a.m. I wake up at like 7 or 8 normally. Waking up early, grinding hard at their job, and then working out, or working out and then grinding hard at their job, a passion, career, whatever. I don't think I really ever in my whole life looked up to the guy who's like jumping off boats, and all this type of thing. You know what I mean? They have women, but really, do they have a lot of women? Or is it just for Instagram? It's like it's a very odd situation that we have nowadays with social media, guys, because you can basically just pretend to be something that you're not. And the reason why I don't trust most of these people is because they don't upload stories, and their stories aren't live. I'm doing this live. Okay, all my stories are like from my day that I just had, and for the most part, those are the people that you should trust, guys. The people that upload live stories, live streams, that type of stuff. People that don't show their life, don't show their daily routine. I don't know what I take advice from these people. You can look at them for motivation, okay? Because obviously they've achieved a certain standard to get to where they're at. Or they've been lucky, okay? I listened to a guy yesterday, Grant Cardone, he said that 3 million people in the US have abs and like 10 million are like millionaires or something like that. So it's like much more, you have a much better percent chance to become a millionaire in the US, or let's say worldwide, than have visible abs. So it's crazy, guys. You kind of look at that like, wow, that's not a coincidence. People work hard for their physique, people work hard for their money, but is it easier to get money or is it easier to get abs? I would definitely say it's easier to get money, guys. And the more well-rounded you are, the more everything's gonna come in. So, just my thoughts, man, because listening to some of these podcasts, about different lifestyle influencers, I'm not so sure I'd be I'm not so sure I'd be willing to listen to too much more of those. I think that's gonna stop really soon. Because I used to get fired up to see my favorite vlogger, influencer, and whoever, look at them overseas and they're on the beach with women and all this type of thing. And, they have girlfriends and stuff. You should be striving for good relationships, guys. That'll help you more. But you see all this stuff, maybe they're smoking whatever, shisha, and they're hanging out at the beach. And it's like, I mean, I guess once in a while that's fine. I like going out with my friends and socializing. We're social creatures. We should be socializing. But the kind of excessive, like, it just doesn't seem like it's conducive to making more or being better. It just seems that they're just basically trying to please people on the internet, or like get a more of a following, get more attention, which is cool too. If you make money that way, getting attention, that's how you should get your money. Attention's not bad. Attention's good, especially with social media. But what I'm really trying to say is like the sort of lazy attitude, guys, like lying on the beach and doing this type of thing, and it just doesn't seem like any work is getting done, or not much work is getting done anyway. And you know what is what? Like you can compare work to people. The guy that is a dustbin driver, or the guy that lay in the pavement, that works in -40 and +40 degrees. You can argue, is he working harder than the doctor? Is the doctor working harder than the influencer? And truth be told, I don't know, guys. You know, because if the influencer is getting paid 50 million a year or 10 million a year, and the doctor's only getting paid 100,000 a year, who's the sucker? You know what I mean? Who's the sucker, guys? It seems outrageous that an influencer would ever get paid that much money, but the world ain't fair, right? But the whole thing is like, who works harder, you know? And I definitely would think like just because you're working a certain hardness doesn't necessarily mean that you're earning a certain amount, but I definitely think that there is a trade-off, guys. There is a trade-off at some point that, you know, taking 2 weeks off your work, is that going to benefit you in the long run? You know, is that really the sort of life that you want to be portraying to the people? Man, I earn 50,000 a month so I can just take time off. Like, well, what if you didn't take time off? You could be earning 100,000 a month. You know what I mean? So it seems like there's always more, and that limit to being more, I don't want it to be constricted by me taking time off. Or I don't want it to be constricted by me lacking dedication and hard work. You know what I mean? It's not so much that they're showing off. This I like to see people's wins. I want to see people with Lamborghinis, and I love that. I flipping hats off to everyone. I think that's amazing, guys. And you guys should be showing everybody your wins. But the sort of like this sort of like outright attitude where it's like jumping off boats and just kind of doing nothing, lying at the beach and whatever, guys, drinking coconuts and oh, I'm living in Bali and all this type of thing. That just never motivated me. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weird guy, man. It's just never motivated my ass. You know, the shit that motivates me is working, working till 11. Hold on a sec, guys. They're all nearly uploaded. Working till 11. You know, working till 12 o'clock at night. Waking up again at 5 when the Eminem album drops. Getting my workout in. You know, pushing through the workouts. You know, doing some more YouTube videos. You know, whatever, building your business. I never really ever looked at people that were partying on boats and ships and being like, oh man, that's kind of what I want to strive for. Vacation hound, you know, chasing vacations, as the Americans say, chasing these holidays and shit, you know? Never really, never really motivated me. And I don't know, guys, you know, if you get motivated by the guy that does less, you know, and has a lot of money, that's cool. But I really am more motivated by the guy that's working his ass off, even if they're not getting paid a ton of money. You know what I mean? Because I know that eventually that will pay off. You know? And to me, it seems like, as well, a lot of this stuff, and call me crazy, guys, but a lot of this stuff, like, you know, not posting, not working hard at your business, not doing this, not doing, you know, doing a lot less than you should be, I think a lot of these people fall off eventually. You know, you see a lot of these people on social media and they're like, oh man, like, I burnt out, or, you know, I just, whatever. And it's probably because certain things happened, right? Probably because, like, you know, they just got too comfortable, you know, and you, the viewer, is viewing that comfortness and saying, is this how you become affluent? Hang around the best people, get to the best parties, and hang out with the most intelligent people? You just do less and party at the beach all day and this type of thing, you know? Because if I was them, I would just show the hard work that they have to put in every single day. You know, they never really talk about the hard work that they put in, which is unreal because that's kind of what motivates me, guys. Like, I want to see a dude like graft, and that's the whole point of the video. I'm going to get on to the point of the video finally, 15 minutes in. Make sure you're working in the right direction, you know? Make sure you're not like just spinning your wheels. I think that's kind of the main thing that like most guys go through in life is like, man, I'm just spinning my wheels here. Like, some people just do so much less, but they're able to just benefit so much more and get so much better results, much more better results than you working 15 hours a day, where the guy is working shit 4 or 5 hours a day and making 3 times the amount of money that you're making, you know? So I think you have to work really hard for 10 plus years, maybe 20. But then you kind of have to start thinking, man, am I working smart now? Am I working towards an area that is going to pay off, you know? If I take a day off YouTube, guys, it doesn't hurt my money coming in. Okay, I'm still earning the same amount of money. Okay, which is still shy. It's like $10 a day, $15 a day, sometimes $40 a day, okay? But it's going up every month. And it's just continually going up. So I think people don't understand, like, you have to kind of build businesses that will continually elevate over time, you know, and never stop, never give up, because that's sort of like comfort, like I said. It breeds that sort of, you know, easy life mentality. And it's not gonna do anything for you guys. It's just gonna be constantly you spinning your wheels, man. You know? And even if you do make it and become successful, get €1 million, whatever the case may be, build your business to a successful place, that comfort sets in again. Oh man, I can just set my feet up and just chill out and just do nothing now. You know, go on the boats in the Caribbean, you know, follow all these influencers, try and chase after what they got going on. But I think they're kind of like half lying to the people, guys. You know, and this isn't groundbreaking stuff. Of course, I know that. But they're lying to the people in the case of, like, you know, you could be one of those people, but I don't think that they show the process, guys. I'm going to show you guys the process, right? You guys see me living very basic, but you guys are going to see me in a few years, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's get some of these questions going. Sup, just chilling. Sup, brother? Beach, come to the Caribbean. I'd love to come to the Caribbean, brother. It's cold, it's rainy in the middle of July in Ireland. I guess everyone is going through that, though. The real question is, are you happy regardless of the situation? Yeah, I mean, I never chased happiness or anything like that, guys. I love working hard. You know, for me, the hard. I talk about this with my brother a lot. For me, the working, and even if you're not really being successful with the working is kind of what makes you happy, right? Waking up in the morning, hitting the gym, seeing results. You can be consistent and all that stuff, guys, but the results is what you want to strive towards and drive towards, you know? And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, I just see this comfort everywhere. It's like, dude, it's like, I'm not the hardest worker in the world. Shit, far from it, you know? I try and do 10, 12-hour days sometimes. I try and put as much work as I can in. And it seems to be paying off for sure. But I also, you know, there's always that self-doubt. But don't let yourself get self-doubted, because the guy that's like steaming ahead in like his big job or whatever, they could just get let go like that. You know, there's always different situations. Like if you're a social media guy, you could get canceled like that. So there's always going to be situations where you can fail at or get canceled and then your channel get deleted or whatever the case may be. So I wouldn't worry too much about that shit, guys. I wouldn't worry a minute about that, but I would definitely worry about your output. You know, are you proper grafting at the shit that you're trying to work hard at? You know, most people like just live for the weekend. And, you know, I never lived for the weekend personally. I love to go out, whether it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday, shit, Saturday. It's just that most people would obviously have Monday to Friday, 9 to 5, and then you could work at the weekend. But if you kind of structured your life, you could enjoy every day. You know, the happiness doesn't always come from going out. I like going out for sure. It's good fun. And it does help you get that social meter, build it back up. But like, dude, I don't know, this happiness, this chasing happiness, I think it gets to a point where it's just nonsense, guys. You know, just go where the money is and you'll be happy. You know what I mean? If you're successful, I think Grant Cardone said that. If you're successful and you are making loads of money from your whatever business, if you're making 10 million euro a year working in a finance job, whatever the case may be, you're going to be happy about that, right? Like, the money won't make you happy, for sure it won't, but it'll definitely add that luxury, that comfort that you guys all want, right? Including me, guys. You know, if I could be in a big mansion right now, absolutely, I'd prefer it over anything, right? And people that says to you, "Oh no, I became a skateboarder for the love of it, or became this for the love of it," that only really applies to jobs like, I don't know, some bullshit like lawn mowing or whatever. But even art, but even landscaping in Canada was super rich. So a lot of these things, like, you gotta go for the money, guys. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people, they don't want to talk about money, especially in Ireland. Nobody wants to talk about money. Oh, don't talk about money. And then you wonder why people don't have the shit. You know what I mean? And it's like the whole thing is like, well, everyone's chasing the same thing, happiness, but the happiness comes from the more money, guys. All right, it won't make you really happy, but it'll just change your life and change everybody's life around you. Okay, and right now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The average person can make a lot of money from social media. Has done, right? Absolutely, guys. Like, you can make a ton of money from social media, and that's kind of why people chase social media. You know, they say, oh, 70% of kids want to be YouTubers, and they don't think of the reason why, guys. Why is 70% of kids in the US want to be YouTubers? Like, why is that, Does anybody ever stop to think about why that it might be? They just say, oh, they just want to enjoy life and have fun. Bro, if you're a big popular YouTuber, let me tell you something, guys. You're not enjoying life. It is a full-time job. This shit is hard as hell. Take it from me, guys. I nearly have 100,000 subscribers. This shit is impossibly tough. All right, impossibly tough. And I've only got 100,000 subscribers. I'm not even making crazy bread or nothing like that, right? If you're like a big time guy, pressure's on. Your channel might just fall off. You might just go crazy high and then crazy low again. You might lose sponsorships, whatever. There's so many things that are against you. It's not like that career, but I think what people want is like creative freedom, to kind of say what they want, do what they want, whether they want to be a gamer, because you can make tons of money doing what you love with people that you love. That's why they want to be YouTubers, guys. It's not because, oh, they want to be lazy. People kind of use this thing like, it's mainly like, whatever, jobs that I used to work, like blue collar jobs, guys, just like working in a shop or whatever. It's mainly people like, or a factory. It's mainly people that say this. It's like, oh, this guy just wants to enjoy himself. Hey, this guy's not working hard. I'm like, dude, you're fat as shit, man. You have a big beer belly. I mean, I hit the gym every day for flipping 2 hours and shit. I'm running every day. Like, how can you tell me that I'm trying to be lazy? You know what I mean? It's a very odd concept. And then I go home and I would do 12 hours on YouTube. So it's not that people want to be happy. It's that they want creative freedom, right? They want to get paid to be creatively free. You see? And it's like, the whole thing is like, wouldn't everyone love to do that? You're kind of kidding yourself if you don't want to do that, guys. Like, who are you trying to lie to? Like, who are you trying to prove wrong? That's what everybody wants to do, guys. They don't want a boss. They want to get paid loads of money, which YouTube and all businesses and Instagram and Twitter and all these businesses they don't have an earnings ceiling, you know? The earnings keep going up. It's infinite money. I said to my friend the last day, the internet money is infinite money. And he said, really? Wow, I didn't know that. What do you mean by that? Well, the internet money is infinite money because the advertisers just keep paying, guys. The advertiser money never goes away. It's constantly earning money. Constantly earning money. Whereas, like, most of the industries, sometimes they just, and sometimes the money doesn't get to you. That's the problem, guys. On YouTube, it's just access, but it's right there. You can just access it. Instagram, they just pay you for sponsorships. They pay you for whatever, views or whatever. It's just like attention, attention, attention. It's a lot easier to get into than a lot of other jobs. Some of these jobs you have to go to college for 10 years and you might not make half the money or 1/10 of the money that somebody else makes. You know what I mean? So even going into sports nowadays, compared to anything on social media, is just ridiculous. Sports, you can just get injured, break your leg, career done. It's just like, and you can't even control that. At least on social media, okay, they say, oh, well, you can't control the algorithm, but you can kind of, if you're on social media long enough, you can kind of understand what the algorithm is and what the algorithm is pushing. It's kind of like a bit of a fine science. We'll talk about that, but it's pretty easy, guys. Gaming, music, entertainment, what people want to see. I mean, it's really not that hard, guys. Oh, what's the algorithm? Everyone wants to say, what's the algorithm? But that creative freedom, guys, is what people want. That's why they want to become YouTubers and Instagrammers and stuff, because then they can live an amazing life, go wherever they want, and get paid loads of money. Shit, who wouldn't want that, guys? You know what I mean? But just make sure you're not watching these people to get advice from. Get advice from real gurus and real self-motivating, self-helping people. You know what I mean? Don't get advice from people that are laying at the beach all day. Oh yeah, guys, I made it. Well, first of all, we don't know how much money they have. They could go bankrupt pretty easily. Second of all, they could have just got it by luck. A lot of the time, social media, they just pick out a random guy. A lot of the time, look at that Hak Tui girl. Hak Tui, spit on that thing. And it's like kind of autistic even when I say it back, guys. Honestly, it's like, damn, like Hak Tui, like what? I didn't even know what was, dude. I'm so like removed from the social media stuff. Like I just react to like music videos and kind of keep it pushing, trying to do some of these motivation videos. I'm so detached. Like I didn't even know what that was for ages. And then I was like, Hak Tui, and then I was like, oh, like what? I didn't even know what she was saying. Like I'm so like square minded. All I focus on is working out and just doing the YouTube. And that's what you guys should be focused on. None of these memes and all this shit. And I think it's the funniest thing ever, guys. I was saying it to all my friends last week, and Hak Tui, haha. And then I was like, bruh, Hak Tui, like, what the fuck? I don't, you kind of catch yourself sometimes, like, that shit's just straight retarded. Like, why the fuck am I even talking about this shit? And I think at a certain point, like, people look at that and they say, okay, well, wow. If I can just do wild shit on the internet and get paid loads of money for it. I think she got like she got invited. So this is America, guys. She got they have this industry in the U.S. It's unbelievable. Entertainment. She got invited to some gig to just show up to the gig for €30,000, $30,000 just to show up to a gig, and then you have you guys, my loyal viewers, looking at that saying, oh. If I just say something crazy on camera, if I just say something wild and hypersexual or vulgar on camera, then I'll become the next 50 millionaire, next gazillionaire, and Hak Tui, and bruh, this shit don't last, guys. This shit don't last, bro. People don't understand, like, you want to have longevity, guys. I love the entertainment. Entertainment's my favorite thing ever, but really deep down, guys, deep down, I want to help people get fit, and I want to motivate people and inspire people. That's it, guys. That's the only thing that will last a lifetime. And people don't even realize that. They're like, oh, I'm going to build my YouTube channel based off video games or whatever. And that may last for a while. It may even make you so super ultra successful. But no one really will remember you showing them a video game. They'll remember like you saying something, talking about something. They'll remember how you made them feel, whether you made them feel good or bad. Helped the guy lose weight, helped the guy get fit, helped the guy after a heart attack, helped the guy after a stroke. How did you make them feel? How did you help them push through something? They'll remember that, guys. They won't remember Hak Tui girl in 2 months. Shit. Next week they won't remember that bitch. You know what I'm saying, guys? So you be very careful about how you choose to build your brand. You know what I mean? And I'm building a brand, guys. I love to live stream every single day. I love these live streams. And it's to inspire, guys, honestly. And everyone's like, oh, well, who the fuck are you inspiring? You're lying in bed and shit. Well, just wait and see, guys. We're going to keep pushing every single day. I want to get like 100,000 people watching this live stream. Right now, there's 2. Do you know how fucking insane that is, guys? 100,000 people. And not from gaming or some dumb shit. Like, I watch the music videos and I love music. But let's be real, guys. I'm going to keep it 100. The music that I listen to inspires me to work out. Plain and simple, guys. When Eminem drops a new album tomorrow, I'm getting sleepy, so I'm going to go to bed at 5 a.m. Okay, Eastern time, 12 a.m. Eastern time. That inspires me to work out, guys. I'm taking that music and I'm going to go straight to the gym or straight to the pitch, straight to work out. You know what I mean? The whole thing is, guys, that helps people get better. And then these make people get better, and then I also work out. And then it's like, okay, well, you're working out, then you're getting money from the internet. What else do you need, guys? But you're making the money in like an honorable way, talking a little about entertainment. And then obviously I do politics as well, because truly, guys, politics is like the last stage of life. I'd love to be like in politics, being like a politician, shit, being president. I might run for president someday, guys. That shit would be crazy. You know what I mean? Could you imagine me up there? Free protein powder for everybody. That's what I would do, guys. Free gym for everyone. Free gymming for everyone. But the whole thing is like, you know, that's what you guys should be looking up to and striving to inspire people with stuff like changing the government politics and helping people, you know, helping people get fit and entertaining people in a way that's gonna keep them on the straight and narrow and for a long free, stay healthy. That's these are little kind of nuggets I put in there to kind of make people think like when they listen to the music, should you emulate everything in the music videos, shooting people, stabbing, all this? No, absolutely not. That's insane shit, right? But that gets me fired up to work out, guys. And whatever inspires you to get better, man, use it as fuel and make other people get better, man. I love you guys all. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Drop a comment. We're gonna read some of the comments right here. I'm not from the United States. Bush is in Brazil. I am happy. That's good to hear you just chilling. You're very happy. I suggest you would travel. Maybe you can get the money right now, but try come to the Caribbean. See how we live here and how life is in 2024. I'd love to go to the Caribbean, just chilling. DM me. Fist bump, brother. I appreciate you. DM me on Instagram, bro. Hit me up. Let's connect, man. Let's work together. And yeah, man. I love you guys, man. I'm going to see you all in the next one, bro.